recall we having this conversation last week where I mentioned the fact that teams right now will be trying to get their home wins. Of course, that's actually helped Wikki Tourists, like you rightly mentioned, push them up to 14th on the log. I mean, there's not much of a difference between themselves and those at the bottom table. But of course, if you consolidate on your own games, get all your 3 points, it will help strengthen your cause, fighting relegation, of course, attaining wherever you want to be. So for teams who are at bottom of the log right now, from 16th, in fact, from the 15th points team, even for the 14th points team to 14th place team to the 20th place team, they will need to start taking advantage of their home games, get your home wins, and see what you can get outside your away games. And of course, you see how it goes for you, because at this point in time, you can't afford to drop any points at home. Wikki Tourists understand that every team in the Nigerian Premier Football League that is serious at this point in time, they need to understand the facts.
Of course, I needed to understand the fact that they cannot drop any points at home. With that, let's take a look at the table again. Yes, we did predict that Remo Stars should be able to kick off on a winning note, and they did get that victory. Now they are 18th of the table, still not safe from being relegated. They have 30 points. Kwara United have 29 points. Kun Khalifat have 29 points. Now, Gwemedeko, looking at the table, between the 15th position and the 20th position, between 34 and 29 is just 5 points between these two sides. So Bayelsa United, Enyimba, Kano Pillars, Remo Stars, they are not secure. They're not safe in the NPFL. Domenico, are you there?
Yeah. Hello, Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. I mean, I'm saying the teams right there from the 15th to the 20th position, none of them is safe. It's just 5 points between the 15th position and the 20th.
Yeah, definitely. That's the truth. Although, if you look at the log, you see that there are quality sides right there. If you look at the names and the pedigree over the years. But, this is what the NPFL can do. Yeah, and we've come to understand that at this point in time. Although majority of us will say we do not want to see the likes of Enyimba, the likes of Remo Stars, we don't want to see them go down the drain or go down to the NNL. But at the end of the day, the quality they have in their side, if not managed well, definitely might just have to play in the NNL as it stands at this point. But like I said the other day, I do not see the likes of Remo Stars and Enyimba definitely go down to the NNL. So they would find their way to fight back to the top and probably make it to probably the 14th, 13th, 12th position at the end of the day. But I do not see them still going down at this point in time.
Not seeing them going down at this point in time. With the other side, let's take a look at the top 6 now in the NPFL. Of course, Rivers United, rubbing shoulders right there at the summit of the NPFL. 2 points ahead of second place Enugu Rangers. Rivers United have 2 games in hand. If they win those 2 games, of course, people will tell you that a game in hand is not a guaranteed 3 points. Anything can go wrong in that game. But for now, Rivers United are looking like the best team to win, the best contender to win, or rather the candidates to win the NPFL this season, Pius, with the 2 games that they have in hand, having 2 points clear of Enugu Rangers. Where do you see Rivers United and, of course, the others in the league, Enugu Rangers, Ikorodu City, Nasarawa United, also giving it a run in the NPFL? Between number 1 and 6, the same thing applies, but this time around it is just 8 points between Rivers United and Bendel Insurance. Do you think the games will go down the wire this season, Pius?
I don't think so. I think Rivers United will win the league even before the last match day. I think so, because, like you already mentioned, 2 points in front. Of course, they also have 2 games in hand. We already understand that Rivers United actually are not even joking when it comes to some of their home games. The last 2 home games they've played against Kanemi Warriors and Bauchi FC, they've won 3-0, 1-0 respectively. They've lost 1-0 to Bayelsa United in between those 2 games. So they're taking their home games very seriously, and with the way and manner these teams have actually the surprise team that is actually quite surprising out of all of these teams has to be Abia Warriors, how they've managed to drag themselves from the top 2 to 5th position at this point in time. But it's not all over for Abia Warriors, because the only just 1 point separates Abia Warriors and the 4th place team Nasarawa United, and of course 2 points separates Abia Warriors and the 3rd place team Ikorodu City. So that's to tell you that they are also still in that fight. Another one for me has to be Enugu Rangers. I actually didn't see them finishing second. I thought they were probably going to finish fourth, fifth, sixth in that manner. But I think they've been able to drag themselves up, winning 3 out of their last 5 games, drawing 2. It's an impressive record for any team that wants to even either win the league or contend on the continent next season. So Enugu Rangers doing a very good job. They have their next game is today against Remo Stars. I fancy them to get all 3 points against Remo Stars. If they do get all 3 points against Remo Stars, consolidates them on that second spot. But I don't think they're going to win the league. I think Rivers United are going to even win the league, like I mentioned earlier, even before the 37th match day. So it's just what it is for the league winners. For Ikorodu City, they are 2 points behind second placed Rangers. How they're going to fight themselves back into that second place, because they've spent the better part of the season in that spot, the second spot.
Yeah.
But now they are third. Rangers are on. If Rangers are on top of you, and then we are getting to this period of the season, I don't think Rangers would want to, drop from where they are at this point in time. So Ikorodu City might just probably fight for the third or fourth spot at this point in time. They also have a Nasarawa United who are just 1 point behind Ikorodu City. So Nasarawa United also, we remember they used to be on top of the log in first stanza of the season. Right now, they're also battling for the third and fourth spot. So a lot of spots up for grabs, except the champions, which in my opinion is guaranteed for Rivers United. So the other spot, the second, third spots are up for grabs, and we have a lot of teams contending. Let's not also rule out sixth placed Bendel Insurance, like you rightly mentioned. They are 6th place, but at this point in time, they are just 3 points behind Ikorodu City, who are third on the log. So with the form that we know Bendel Insurance are on right now, anything can happen in the league. So I'm not also going to rule out Shooting Stars because they are also on the same point as Bendel Insurance, right? And of course, Kanemi Warriors, even though I don't think they probably will make it into the third or fourth spot. So we have a lot of teams fighting for just 2 spots, right? So it will be a very tough one for all of these teams. That's Rangers, Ikorodu City, Nasarawa United, Abia Warriors, Bendel Insurance, and Shooting Stars.
All right, a tough one in the NPFL right there. But it's so easy to say Rivers United will win the league, but it is not easy to say that Arsenal will win the league. Conspiracy theory all over the place. But yeah, let's take a look at the fixtures of games to go down today in the NPFL. Kanemi Pillars will take on Barao. Katsina United will take on Kwara United. Abia Warriors will battle it out with Shooting Stars. Enugu Rangers versus Remo Stars. That's a game to look out for, if you ask me. Kun Khalifat also taking on Bayelsa United. Nasarawa United versus Ikorodu City. Plateau United versus Niger Tornadoes. Rivers United versus Bendel Insurance. Warriors will take on Enyimba. Bemidepo, the game between Remo Stars and Enugu Rangers. I mean, some time ago we said that if you want to survive in the NPFL, these are the kind of games you need to pick points from, most especially when you're playing away from home. What is your take? Do you think Remo Stars have the guts to get at least a point against Enugu Rangers, who want to topple Rivers United at the top of the table? Remo Stars also want to save themselves from being relegated from the NPFL this season.
Well, I think it's a family game, if you ask me. Enugu Rangers, Remo Stars. It's going to be an encounter, a blockbuster fixture, no doubt. But I think Remo Stars should want this more. They are trying to avoid at this point in time. Enugu Rangers definitely, if you look at the trajectory Rivers United have been playing at this point in time, I do not see Enugu Rangers lifting the league. So they know that what they are fighting for is second place or third place, just to be on the continent. So I think it's about who wants it more. And with the last game I saw Remo Stars play at home, it seems that they've kind of find a way to get a win, whether win well or win badly. The most important thing is get the 3 points. And I think they would get something from the game at the Cathedral. Believe you me, I think today's worship, I love to call it a worship session. We'll get to see play against Remo Stars. We hope to see Remo Stars lift some holy ends to get probably a point or 3 points in this one. Because it's very important for them to get the win. Very, very important. But at least get something out of the game. It will give them a source of, a bit of motivation to say they can, climb out of the, perilous and the position they are in at this point in time. So for me, I think they will get something in this one. Although Fidelis Electrical and his boys will want to, show them they are playing on home turf, but probably a 1-0 draw or a shock 1-0 win for Remo Stars will do the trick today.
A shock 1-0 win is definitely what Lagos fans and Ikene fans are hoping for Remo Stars, but it's a long one. It's a tough hill to climb. for Remo Stars playing at the home of Enugu Rangers. Pius, before I let you go, Abia Warriors will take on Shooting Stars. If Shooting Stars wins that game away from home today and Bendel Insurance go on to lose later today to Rivers United, tables will turn. The positions of the table will definitely turn, especially in the 5th position.
Well, another difficult fixture for Abia Warriors.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, how they actually managed to drag themselves from top 2 to 5th at this point in time has to be studied. But that's the beauty of the Nigerian Premier Football League. If you don't take advantage of your games, home or away, you get knocked out. But for today's game, I still fancy Abia Warriors to win the game, even though a lot of persons might say Shooting Stars themselves has actually been in a very good form, holding their home in their home ground, of course, trying to get points away from home. But this fixture has to be one of these classic identity NPFL fixture, if you know what I mean, where the home side will hold their own, the away side will hold their own.
Yeah.
The last time this particular fixture ended in a draw was as far back as 2022. That was when Abia Warriors went to Shooting Stars and they played out a 2-2 draw. Ever since then, it's been Abia Warriors win at home, Shooting Stars win at home. So it's just this classic NPFL fixture between these two sides. So of course, household name in Nigeria Premier Football League, I expect the home side to win Abia Warriors.
Expecting home side to defeat Abia Warriors right there in the NPFL. So we'll see how that turns out right there in the games that we played later today. Remember, it is Enugu Rangers versus Remo Stars. Abia Warriors taking on Shooting Stars. And like you said, Abia Warriors always win their games at home. But we'll see if it will happen for Abia Warriors against Shooting Stars later today. Thank you very much, Pius, for joining the show and, of course, giving your beautiful analysis on the Nigeria Premier Football League.
Well, always a pleasure being here, and of course, I also hope I also share Gibduko's optimism that Remo Stars to get something away at Rangers, even though it would be very difficult and maybe undoable for them. But let's fingers crossed. Hopefully, they get something today. Thank you so much for having me once again.
All right, thank you very much.